right, y'all, we here today. I got my boy Crispy here, man. We about to cook up. Crispy gonna ask.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Konnichiwa, Sir Aki Yeezy. Crispy Akiyama, full-time professional producer, recording, mixing engineer, founder of Gumbo Groove. And matter of fact, let me introduce you, man. You know what I'm saying? Right here, cooking up in the kitchen with the apron on and the wrist work on magnificent is Sir Alexander Malik. Personally, my favorite producer that I know. I imagine him as a battle cat mixed with a Pharrell, mixed with a Dilla, mixed with a Kanye, you know what I'm saying, mixed with a Dark Child. You know what I'm saying? This is someone who I really have so much reverence for, and I'm excited that he's taken the time to show us his process, even someone who's known him, you know, for the last, I don't know, like eight years at this point. I always get excited to see his process and just really better understand his thinking. So today we are graced to watch Alexander Malik break down his process, cook a beat from scratch, and basically I'm just here to, you know, ask questions and help him help you guys better understand his process through just kind of asking questions and my natural curiosity. So yeah, my man, go for it, man. You know, introduce yourself now and you know, talk your talk.
Yeah, well, as he said, it's Alexander Malik. I'm on Instagram at Alexander Malik. It's Alexander MAL, 2 I's and a K. And that's the same thing on YouTube and Beatstars. But yeah, today, man, we just gonna cook up some. I kind of cheated a little bit. I already got some drums prepared. And this is how I usually start my process. I know a lot of people don't like to start with drums, but it helps me, cultivate some ideas. So today we're just gonna start off with some drums. It's a little funky, it got a little swing to it, and we're gonna move on from there. You know what I'm saying? You see, you got that swing to it. So I started off with this little loop right here. Got a little, got a little clicking with some hi-hats. Then I added my own drums. Add some layers,
So let me actually ask you, is there a specific tempo that you're usually liking to work at for different emotions or like different vibes that you're going for?
Honestly, no, man. I just go with what sounds right. Like when I hear this, because it was originally at, let's say, 136. Just sound mad slow. And I like the way it sounds. And then, I don't know, I just know what kind of drums would sound good with it, And I know it would have to be sped up a little bit to get that groove,
Yeah.
So I just sped it up, just built around that. I'm gonna attempt to get some chords in. got cool little chord staccato or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, no, that sounds dope. And I know a lot of people will either use like MIDI chord packs or they'll go like I do. Like I use
Hmm.
MIDI chord packs. I also play them. I don't really draw them in too much. Do you ever lean on those types of things too, like chord packs or drawing in chords, or do you like to try to play them for the most part?
I like to try to play them, and I've also used the MIDI chord packs too, and I recommend them. Like if you feel like you're stuck on a melody or you can't really figure out a starting point, I definitely recommend using MIDI chord packs. But I, for the most part, try to play some chords just because I like to learn like what sounds good and like what sounds good to me.
Yeah,
And yeah, I just like to play them. But
got it. Okay, for sure.
yeah, I definitely recommend using MIDI chord packs too if you feel like you're stuck. So right now, I'm gonna come up with a lead pattern. Nah, actually, yeah.
So what are you looking for when you're changing the synth sound? Because I really like the first one, but I'm curious what you're looking for in the second, in the new synth sound.
I'm looking for
For whatever
something.
reason, I can't see the VST, but it's no
Oh
worries.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not able to.
yeah, that's weird, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Well, yeah, no, I'm using UVI workstation synth anthology. But right now I'm looking for something a little less heavy. If I can't find it, I usually just go back to what the original sound was. Yeah, I like that. So right here,
You adjusted like the velocity.
yeah, so I adjusted the velocity because here I can hear it. So the velocity pretty much controls the volume of each of these notes.
Okay.
And this was a little too low. I wanted to hear it more, so let's see, turn that down a little bit. Whoa.
I noticed you panned the two lead synths that you just put in. You put the first one a little to the left, and a little to the right. Kind of what's the thinking behind that too?
So with that, I do that because I don't want the sounds to be, fighting each other. So I put that first synth to the left, other synth a little to the right, give each other some room so they ain't bumping heads with each other, So give them that space. Got the drums. Drums got their own space, so we gotta give them their space too.
So that's something you're mindful of on all your sounds. You're not waiting till the very end to do that. You're doing this on the fly. It's kind of like you're able to move quicker when you go like that too.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, so it just makes it easier for me to, while I'm creating, if I want to add more sounds, it allows me to be more creative with, instead of just feeling like I'm being attacked by every sound, so.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
I wonder how this sounds. Whoa. See, that's the thing, doing that pitch bend shit. Should be getting stuck on the. Alright, let's add some bass. Yeah, with the Pro Q, I was just so with the main chords, just sounds like it had a lot of bass in those chords. So I just cut that low end out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
So yeah, let's get the bass. So cut that low end out so we can make some room for the fat bass. You know what I mean?
For the mean. For that dump.
Let's see.
So much groove with so few notes with the bass line. Like what's your thinking like when you create bass lines? You have so much movement, but there's so much space at the same time.
Man, I think that's just from listening to a lot of West Coast music and a lot of like you said, Battle Cat, and just really, man, I wanted my bass lines to sound like this like a long time ago, man. So so I just did a lot of studying, man. And studying pretty much is just, with me, is just listening to a lot of what I want to sound like. So I listened to a lot of Battle Cat. I would just go on YouTube, Battle Cat playlist, look through his discography, listen to a lot of his songs, and just really absorb, the music that he, and then bass lines were always crazy, but I wouldn't call his bass lines simple, but they're in that pocket, They ain't doing too much, but they're doing a lot.
They efficient and effective.
Yeah,
Like, man, he was like, boy had a golden gun with his bass lines. Like they shot to kill. Like,
yeah,
man, headshots only. So yeah, no, I feel that, man. And I know you a big Battle Cat fan, but just that's something I personally am working on. My bass lines be like all over the place. They be groovy,
yeah,
but like keeping space with the bass lines like you do, that's something I'm personally working on. So this was just cool to watch.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Hold on. Hold on. Let's bring him in a little bit. See how it sounds all together. Might even change the drums a little bit. Hold on.
that was wild.
Oh man. So here I just knocked the little hi-hat loop off the grid a little bit. Want a little more swing. And I'm consolidating it so that it can make those changes permanently. Then I'm hitting the stretch so that if I decide to change the tempo, it doesn't here I'll show you. Because if I change the tempo, oh, I guess not. Maybe oh yeah, so if I change the tempo, it changes the overall pitch of the loop. See if I go down. So I keep it on stretch so it doesn't make any changes.
Got it.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the drum. I kinda wanna change the drums up a little bit. I might speed it up too. And I might change the pitch. We're gonna transpose it. We're gonna take it down like 3 semitones just to see what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I like that.
So, what's usually a deciding factor in, like, oh, I want to pitch this down or pitch it up or slow it down or speed it up after you already have drums, bass line, chords, and is this just like something you typically do or?
Yeah, just experimenting just to see what sounds good to me. I'm like, you know what, maybe let's see what it sounds like slowed down, or speed up the tempo, or drop the overall pitch of the song like 2 semitones down or 2 semitones up. Just experimenting to see what I think sounds good to me, and then I just stick with it, or I might just switch it back if I don't like it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good tip, to just never be set in stone with something.
Yeah.
Just be curious throughout the whole process of the creation of the beat, for sure.
Yes, sir. Now, I kind of want to see what these chords sound like. Something different. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to just mute it. What the fuck? Let's see. It's too low, so we take it up a notch. See what it sounds like. 1 semitone up. It's cool. I might add one more lead.
That you don't already have with the other two and with the sound that you just added?
So with this one,
what do you feel that you're missing at this point?
A little ear candy. Something to the pan to the left. Something a little more playful. Cause it sounds kind of like a playful beat to me.
I feel like we already at the candy store.
Yeah.
M&M store. You're talking about ear candy. I'm like, everything already sounds dope to me. So
we need some cavities, man. We gotta get.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm curious to see what you put in there.
I got you. That might be something to add like during the verse.
So when it comes to your arranging process, when where do you like how do you typically approach that? Like going for instance, let me take a step back. So you just said like, this might be good for the verse. When you're going through and adding sounds, do you know typically where you want to put them, or are you kind of just towards the tail end of the beat, just kind of figuring out where it might sound best?
Yeah, towards the tail end of the beat, I figure out where it sounds best. I I know that this will be good in the verse, like a build up, just because it's too many sounds already. So like here,
Yeah.
I'll even go ahead and arrange it, do a quick arrangement real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, turn that off. Hmm. Let's see. I might even look for something real quick. What was that? Mm, mm. Mm.
How does even someone think about to do some shit like that?
Gotta make it interesting, man. Cause this beat is pretty simple. Like if you look through all the elements, but like,
Simple for you. This is that Battle Cat simple shit. Where, like it sounds simple, and then like, all right, just try to make a beat like this. I know if I try to make a beat like this, it'd be way more complex. I couldn't simplify it like this as much as I would love to.
yeah, man. So right now I'm just trying to figure out other things to add to it. Figure out the intro, cause I don't want to just bring it in like this. So something to like kind of surprise people.
Yeah, just kind of like creating a moment
Yeah.
in essence.
That might be cool. Let me see. I've also been adding a lot of like Foley sounds. And man, it's, you know, as far as like influences, Monty Booker, if you listen to a lot of his beats, he has Foley. And it's good for, you know, simple beats because it adds like texture, you know, texture to the beat.
Monty Booker, that's Smino's producer.
Yeah,
One
yep.
of Smino's main producers. So if you like Smino beats, then you know you're a fan of Monty Booker and didn't even know it yet.
Most definitely. So with this, hold on. First off, you already know what I'm about to do, Crispy. I'm about to
hit him with it.
hit him with the, the J.
Cool. So yeah, you just picked up the J37 plugin, and you said you heard about that plugin from Omari Jazz.
Yeah.
Why do you find yourself keep coming back to this plugin? Because this was one of my favorite plugins when I first discovered it. So I'm curious, what do you like about it the most?
Man, so I it just adds that. So I just use the presets.
Okay.
And I feel like it just adds that that grittiness, that saturation that I like. I don't know, sonically it just makes it sound better. And I get to just play with these formulas. I don't know what this means.
Definitely get it thumping.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I play with that. I play with the speed. So let me see. See, get that kick just sound. Yeah, I just like that.
Do you ever adjust the input and the output knob that's right there?
Oh, this one? And the sometimes. You could try it. Let's see.
No, I was just curious.
Yeah, no, I usually just, sometimes I do, but I usually just click these. The formula, the speed, the bias, and then
what about the model tracks?
Model tracks.
On the bottom left hand, see it says 2, 2 plus 3 and 3.
Let's see.
That also changed things, yeah, for sure.
Let's try it. Cool. I don't really like this as an intro. Let's see. So I might switch it up a bit. That might be cool. Hey, that's cool.
Definitely different.
Yeah, just reversed it. That's cool. Might add like a tom roll. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's hard. We'll keep that. I mean, we'll come back and, usually I'll just come back. Right now, we just want to get it set up for arrangement and then come back and change some stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. now we're just kind of eliminating sounds, so we're figuring out where we want the verse, the hook, and all that good stuff. So this is definitely the intro. So I'm gonna hit Alt T. I'm just gonna name it intro.
Oh, I've never done that before.
Yeah, so probably gonna be the verse. So we're gonna label that again. That sound I was talking about for the verse. But yeah, and then bring that hook back in. And that's, just getting it organized. And you can always just come back and add like cool stuff, cool transitions. But here, let's just play it. I don't really like how it ends right here. I want to do something right here. I don't know.
I like that.
Let's see. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I could just do it right here.
So what are you doing right here? You're just kind of going through it and adding like little drops and creating like little transitional periods for the songs.
Because I don't want it to just jump back into the hook. It sounds a little boring when it does that. For this beat, at least, it just sounds repetitive. So, want to add little drops. Let's see. that either. Might just have to just leave it alone. Let's see. Or something like this. Maybe grab another percussion loop. What is this called? Oh yeah, Oasis. So now I'm just trying to get this to match the BPM, so I'm gonna just stretch it there. Let's see, matter of fact, let me, there we go. Right now I'm just trying stuff, see if it sounds good. New. I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'll come back to this. But yeah, at this point of creating, we got the beat done. I might just save it, move on to the next beat, and then come back, listen to it again, see if there's something I can add or take out, and then go ahead and I don't really mix and master my beats. I kind of just use like Ozone.
Yeah, so talk about that process, because that's something that a lot of producers are, I'm not going to say a lot of producers. I'm going to talk about me. When I was first starting out, that was something that I was very self-conscious of. I wouldn't say insecure, but I was very self-conscious about how my beats were coming across. Now, I think one of the reasons why your beats sound so good, even without them being mixed, is because you know how to create space through panning, like you did, sound selection. You don't have sounds that are just like super muddying things up. Like your bass sits where the bass should be at. Your chords, it's not making it super muddy. Could they be tightened up? Of course, but it's like, it's not a deal breaker. Like the bass isn't cutting through any less because you didn't really go through and tidy up the chords, so I'm curious how you would approach using Ozone from a perspective of basically where you're currently at.
Yeah, so man, I keep it simple, man. So pretty much I'll just go to let's see, like I'll go to a spot where like all the sounds are I'll go to a spot where it's the loudest, so I'll just highlight it. This might be the loudest because it's the hook, has the most sounds.
Okay.
And then I'll go to my mixer, make sure you're on that master, and then go to Ozone Pro.
Yeah, I mean.
And
if your headphones are up loud, y'all turn your headphones down.
Yeah, turn your headphones down. And then for sure, this should get loud. But yeah, I'll just close these out because these are like default like presets or settings they got in it. And then honestly, I'll just click that master assistant, just use that AI, It'll ask you what you're going for. So if you want a modern sound, you'll click this one. You want the vintage sound, you click this one. I like the vintage sound personally. I'll hit the vintage. Here you can. This is the loudness and EQ section. You can manually, change the intensity. I don't know what that means, so I leave it alone.
I could break that down. So
Yeah.
low is going to be the lowest. Now it's still going to be mastered for a level. High is basically going to be the most extreme. So the EQ and the limiter are going to be more extreme settings to get it louder. Medium is like a nice mid. Low is going to be more gentle. So if you guys are going for something super loud, the high is going to be doing the most amount of processing to get it loud.
See, I ain't know that. See, that's why I got. Yeah. Hey, check out Crispy YouTube because he got the. Yeah, I mean, he got the EQ, the mixing and engineering side of the shit, man.
Yeah, and then reference. So, for instance, if you had a beat that you actually wanted to reference the curves and the loudness and just overall kind of the shape of it tonally, then you could import a song into it. So
Hell yeah.
I'll usually just go medium or high. Honestly.
Medium or high, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just keep it at medium.
Yeah, it's a safe bet.
Hell yeah. And then I got this, Crispy. Let me handle this right here. Section 3, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, we got the streaming. So if you want to do the Spotify, the Apple Music, you go ahead and click the streaming. Or if you want to do the, keep it old school or out the trunk with it, you know what I mean, you're going to hit the CD. And then go ahead and hit next. And then you want to play it so that it can catch, the audio and get it to sounding the way you want it to sound. So it's creating suggestions. So we got the full. It's clipping right now because we're on stream. But you got the full. So I'll just go through and listen to the tones. So we got the full right here. We got the balance. And when I'm listening to these tones, what I'm looking for is the kick is popping out, not too much, and then that bass line is still, doing its thing. Like the way that balance sound. Was it clipping on your end, bro?
Yeah, but that's just because the computer's doing a hell of a lot, so
yeah.
It's all good. I mean, we don't have to play the whole thing through with the ozone on. We're just explaining the process of it. So.
Hell yeah. So I chose the balance one. I like the way, it makes that kick pop out in the bass line. It gives him, and it just sounds full. So,
if you could just click through each of the modules from the equalizer, just so we can see them. You don't have to press play or anything. So, super subtle.
And I usually, if it boosts this, I usually just take it down because, what I've learned, Crispy, you told me this, right? The vocals. This is where the vocals are gonna be at.
Yeah, yep. That's where the vocals will be at. Sometime the thing is I usually never click the vintage though. So when it's that broad, it's picking like a lot of the music up, a lot of the drums. But yeah, that's also where the vocals will be at. So
yeah. So I'll just close that. Vintage EQ.
It's not really doing too much of anything. Yeah. Just a little low end bump. Yeah, just a little low end bump.
This is turned off. This is the compressor.
Yeah, close. Exit that out of that one because it's just taking unnecessary CPU. Second equalizer. Damn, I don't even know if I've ever saw this one.
Yeah, we got the
Okay, that's
equalizer
just
too.
doing a little low end cut, high end cut, vintage limiter, and then maximizer.
Yeah, man. So if you want a breakdown of this, I'm you about to do a breakdown of this, Crispy, real soon, or?
For the ozone, yeah, I might. I will do a mastering chain breakdown for beats because I'm gonna be mixing my. I'm probably gonna be going live mixing a beat tomorrow. Matter of fact, um, but yeah, it ain't even about that right now. We just want to show y'all how to get your shit loud. At the end, if you don't wanna, if you got a dope beat, you know how to arrange, but you ain't trying to spend time mixing and mastering your beats because you're just trying to get them out like hot cakes at a diner. You know what I'm saying? Man, what you just saw bro do is critical. Take machine for the saturation and the compression. Put something like ozone on there. It handle your business for you. Ship it out the door.
Hell yeah. And that's
So
pretty much it, man. It's on to the next beat after that.
yeah.
Well, and I do this at the last, the ozone. That I do this after I come back and you know take some sounds out or add some stuff, and
Yeah.
then we go ahead and add that ozone at the end when we ready to put it on the Beatstars or the YouTube. So
Yeah. Solid, man. So man, this was dope to watch, man. I even man, as you was going through and putting that bass line, I was like, man, I'm ready to make me a beat, man. So thank you, bro, for just breaking down your process. And I know that we want to start doing more of these because just kind of showcasing one beat doesn't really show everything you're capable of, or every beat's a little different. So um, I know we're going to be doing more of these down the road, right?
most definitely, man. Me and Crispy, we're gonna figure out a schedule for y'all, and we're gonna definitely push these out more.
Cool, solid, man. And again, my name is Crispy Akiyama. You can follow me on Instagram, YouTube. You can even hit my Cash App. It's
You know what I
all
mean?
it's all consistent and constant. CRISPYAKIYAMA. Again, that's Crispy Akiyama. You can Google it, YouTube, IG, everything.
Hell yeah. And you can find me, Alexander Malik, spelled, Alexander. And then Malik is spelled MAL, two I's and a K, at Instagram, Beatstars, and YouTube. And we out.
You dig. Watch out.